Dolly Parton has died, and so has the truth. On social media within hours of Dolly Parton's death, genuine, heartfelt tributes poured in from across the entertainment world. Within those same hours, something else appeared alongside them. A wave of fabricated stories, fake quotes, and outright scam links, all riding on the grief of genuine fans. This video separates the two, the real story of Dolly Parton's passing, and a clear warning about what's circulating online that simply isn't true. Dolly Parton died peacefully on Tuesday, 25th August 2026, at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, Tennessee, at the age of 80. Her nephew, Brian Seaver, confirmed her death publicly in an emotional video statement, explaining that Parton had asked him years earlier to be the one to deliver the news when the time eventually came. Parton had been open in recent years about various health struggles, particularly following the March 2025 death of her husband of nearly 60 years, Carl Dean. No official cause of death has been disclosed by her family. The outpouring of genuine grief that followed was immediate and widespread. Reba McEntire shared an emotional Instagram tribute to her longtime friend, writing that there would never, ever be another Dolly Parton. Actress Sally Field, Parton's Steel Magnolias co-star, wrote that if there were truly angels on earth, the world had just lost one. Casey Musgraves, Julia Roberts, Jamie Lee Curtis, and countless other artists and public figures shared their own heartfelt memories in the hours that followed. On 25th August 2026, the world lost one of its most beloved voices. Dolly Parton died peacefully at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville at the age of 80, surrounded by the legacy of a 7-decade career that touched nearly every corner of American life. Her nephew, Brian Seaver, confirmed the news in an emotional video, explaining that Dolly had asked him years earlier to be the one to deliver it when the time finally came. Within hours, genuine grief poured in from across the world. Reba McEntire wrote that there would never ever be another Dolly Parton. Sally Field said the world had lost an angel. Casey Musgraves, Julia Roberts, Kelsey Ballerini, and countless others shared heartfelt memories of a woman who somehow made millions of strangers feel like family. But alongside that genuine outpouring, something else appeared just as quickly. And it's exactly why we're making this video. Across Facebook, TikTok, and other platforms, a wave of fabricated stories began spreading almost immediately. Claims about specific artists breaking down in tears, hospital visits that never happened, dramatic tributes staged for the cameras, dressed up to look real, shared by people who genuinely loved Dolly, and built entirely on invented details. This isn't new, and it isn't unique to Dolly. It's part of a growing, well-documented pattern of fabricated celebrity content designed purely to generate clicks, shares, and ad revenue, built on the very real grief of fans who simply want to honor someone they loved. So in this video, we're doing two things. First, we're telling you the real story, who Dolly Parton actually was, what she actually built, and the real tributes pouring in from the people who genuinely knew and loved her. Second, we're showing you exactly how to spot the fake stuff, so you're not the next person sharing something that was never true in the first place. Dolly Parton's real legacy doesn't need any embellishment. It never did. Let's start with the truth. Even the president directed American flags across the country to be lowered for a week in Parton's honor, a clear reflection of just how widely and genuinely she was loved, across generations and political lines alike. Alongside those genuine tributes, a very different kind of content has been spreading rapidly across Facebook, TikTok, and other platforms. And it's important to be direct about this. Much of it is entirely fabricated. Claims that Alen Jackson broke down in tears over Dolly's condition, that Reba McEntire personally visited her in hospital, or that various country stars performed emotional tributes together trace back not to any real event, but to a pattern researchers and journalists have started calling AI slop, low effort. Often AI-generated posts strung together from emotional phrases designed purely to drive clicks, shares, and ad revenue. This isn't a new phenomenon, and it isn't limited to Dolly Parton. Reporting from Country Insider has documented similar fake stories involving Alan Jackson, George Strait, Vince Gill, Carrie Underwood, Blake Shelton, and other major country artists, entirely invented tributes, tours, and events that never happened, generating massive engagement and, in many cases, real revenue for whoever created them. Fact-checking organisation Snopes has also documented years of false claims specifically about Dolly Parton, including fabricated giveaways asking fans to pay processing fees, fake pledges to cover living expenses for strangers, and invented stories about her involvement in military funerals and tributes that simply never occurred. Protecting yourself from this kind of content isn't complicated, but it does require a moment of pause. Genuine statements from public figures typically appear on their own verified accounts or are reported by established news organizations, not solely through screenshots, unfamiliar pages, or posts pushing merchandise, giveaways, or urgent-sounding links. If a headline about a beloved celebrity feels engineered specifically to make you cry or to make you click immediately, that's often precisely the reaction it was designed to produce, regardless of whether the underlying story is true. Dolly Parton's real legacy doesn't need embellishment. A 7-decade career, a genuine seat in the hearts of millions, and a life defined by real generosity, that's more than enough on its own, without any fabricated story attached to it. Honor her properly by remembering the real Dolly, and by thinking twice before sharing whatever comes next in your feed. If this helped clarify things for you, let us know in the comments. And subscribe for more honest, fact-checked stories from the world of music.